Let's talk about turnout. We've talked for years about how lower turnout favors the more conservative candidate. Not voting is not a neutral act. By choosing not to vote, you are choosing to allow the more progressive candidate to lose and the more conservative candidate to win. If you've been listening to the radio at all, Lewis, you know that right now it's all about that base, and the Democratic base did not show up to vote. We saw, according to the Elect Project, a record low turnout dating back to 1940, apparently shaming people into voting. Didn't really work this time. Lowest turnout was in Indiana, 36%. Highest was in Maine, 59.3%. Remember that in 1940, there were a lot of people that were fighting in World War II, and they still were able to get turnout that matched the turnout we had this year in 2014. If everyone votes, Republicans lose, conservatives lose. So I'm sure that all of these Republicans are really glad that the non-voters didn't vote, Lewis, as is the case in every single election, particularly midterms.
And I know there's one party who is trying to make it more difficult to vote.
Right.
But there's one party who wants to make it easier to vote. And I want to take it even further than that. I think that we should move to a system where everyone can vote from their computer or phone online in an easy way.
Yeah, we've talked about that. And of course, if you don't have internet, then you can vote. You can go to the library. There should be places with free transportation set up. We shouldn't be making it so that you have to spend $8 to $45 on IDs, on pieces of information like birth certificates to get an ID. We should be making it easier to vote. And this hypothetical voter fraud that people talk about really doesn't exist.
And we shouldn't be making it so that you have to wait two hours in line either. So let's streamline the whole process.